Okay. Yeah, so we are back, and apparently my iPad that I talked about during my sponsor mention is completely out of space. I have zero capacity on it, so that's fun. And so essentially, I had to delete a couple of things before we started our podcast again up. So if you did not listen to the first portion of the podcast, it is still up on Facebook. And now there's a second part. It's a part two.
Take two.
I don't like when this happens, but it is what it is.
Yep, it happens.
So go listen to the other version, the part one, and if you want to continue, by all means, listen to this part. So just going to try to continue where we were, if we can try to pinpoint that.
Yep.
I think you were saying something. We were talking. I think we were just on a roll about.
You're talking about the concert. That
Yeah,
you went
talking
to.
about the
Yes,
concert,
yes.
and I remember going to the Shinedown. You know, it was Chevelle, Shinedown, and 10 Years, 7’s, and just talking about that. And we were talking about Planet Radio's involvement in it. And
Yes.
I think I don't think
that would have been around the time I was working at Hot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I couldn't remember there was like an in-person, I guess, personality on the stage for Planet Radio talking. And I was like, I was on my way here. I was like, I wonder if that
Might
was
have been
Chris.
Jobo? No, might have been.
It might have been. That
Tall-
sounds,
Tall,
that sounds familiar.
Tall,
Yes.
skinny guy. Yep, might have been him.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we close out, I kind of wanted to just quickly talk about Planet Online and kind of so traditionally radio stations drive revenue through advertisers and sponsors. So and most online streaming services drive their revenue from subscriptions. With this being an online streaming kind of platform, but also kind of a radio station, how are you driving revenue?
I am selling sponsorships.
Okay.
So, like right now, I have an overall sponsor of the station, and they get a mention on what's like my top of the hour ID. So they get a mention there every hour. And then I have a sponsor for my morning show, and then also have this other little feature called the Sponsor Spotlight. And then I have some 15-second commercials there.
Okay.
So I have numerous sponsors that want to get on there as well. So and then that's once an hour, and it's just 1 minute. So I had the opportunity. There's two ways to do it through Live 365. One, you could do it through like their monetization, and that's how I started. So when I started, it's 4 minutes per hour. So I was doing two 2-minute breaks. And it's just these national spots that Live 365 puts in there. And you stop for 2 minutes, boom, they come on, they come back. So that was a way that cut down on my monthly cost and was a way for me to get some revenue from it. But then again, thankfully, I got a ton of support, and people were just reaching out, man, what can I do? How can I be a sponsor? And so I was able to bring in enough revenue to go up a tier in my package and not even worry about commercials, because that was a little bit more. So you can pick either you want to run commercials or not. And so I brought in enough revenue to not do commercials, so only have that little 1 minute sponsor spotlight each hour.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm trying to understand. So the revenue model is sponsors, and then you have that one sponsor. Is that one sponsor? Are you allowed to have more than one sponsor?
What's cool about the Live 365, I can do any sort of third-party sponsorship I want to. Like
so
I
it's
have
unlimited?
total freedom. Yep.
Okay.
So I can build what we call clocks. You know, every hour is kind of like a clock. So I have my music, my liners, my sweepers, everything in there. And then I insert one sponsorship spotlight every hour too.
Okay.
Yep.
And so is this your full-time gig at the moment, or are you building houses?
I am not building houses. So Chris Logan Media is my full-time gig. / I'm a wedding DJ.
Okay.
So I work with Aaron Lane Entertainment.
Yeah.
And so we're very busy. Again, blessed. One of the top DJ companies in the South. We do weddings here. We do weddings in New Orleans. So very busy with that. That's like an every weekend thing. I do have this weekend off, which I'm kind of proud of. But so like I do that on the weekends, and then my Chris Logan Media stuff, social media management, digital marketing. I do all that during the week, and then the Planet. So like the Planet, honestly, I'll let you in some inside information. Like I'm not looking for that to be like that's not my money maker. I'm not looking for that. Like I'm just kind of looking to, be able to keep the station on the air, pay my monthly fees, do some marketing, build the station, and that way build more value for the sponsors and kind of move it that way. Yeah. But I'm trying to build it locally first. Obviously being online, I'm worldwide. If I do some digital marketing, do some Facebook ads, Snapchat, whatever it is, I just have it here. Here in our area, Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, I haven't expanded yet. Like I want to build it here first, and then see where it goes nationwide.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, so I'm gonna go ahead and show the website for the Planet. So you guys can go to, I'll give you the website link here, listentotheplanet.com, just like that, and you can download the Apple app, the Google Play Store app, or you can listen to it on iHeartRadio.
Yep.
Or through your Alexa. You got to say, enable the Planet Online skill.
Yes.
And then once you have that, I don't use Alexa, so I'm guessing that's like an install command.
Yes, it is. If you have an Alexa, you know all about the skills, and then telling her to play. Like you have to enable specific skills if you want her to do certain things.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then
Alexa, don't record my voice all the time and turn it in. Like,
my gosh. All right, tinfoil hats on. All right, and then with Alexa, once that skill's in connected, you got to say play the Planet Online.
Yep.
If you just say play the Planet Radio, you'll probably get a different Planet Radio from somewhere else on the planet.
Yes.
So you have a couple of different ways to listen, and then I see you're giving away a $100 Walmart gift card with some swag and stuff.
Yep.
So this is cool, and listen to theplanet.com. It's a very familiar brand that I remember being a young guy coming into the age of driving and having my own radio to kind of listen to, and Planet Radio was one that I remember. And I'm your name. I'm pretty sure I remember your name many times because and the voice. I remember your voice over so many different stations.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, that sounds familiar. And so it's funny listening to listening to you here through the headphones. I feel like I'm listening to the radio.
Oh, dude, don't say that, man.
Yeah, it's very I'm like, he's got that radio voice down pat, and he doesn't even realize it.
Trained. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So cool. Well, Chris, is there anything that I guess we didn't talk about that you'd want to talk about before we go?
Man, not really. A couple new things. So like I want to do a 90's countdown show.
Okay.
So it'd be like this week. So let's say I'd have this countdown coming up this weekend. Like I want to do it on Saturday and Sunday. I'm working on trying to get it launched maybe Labor Day weekend, but I would visit like the rock charts this week in 1994 or this week in 1993, and it would be the top 20 songs just specifically of that year and of that week.
Yeah.
So that's coming soon. A lot of people have been asking me about T-shirts and hats and decals. A lot of people have been asking me about that. That is coming very soon. That should be by the end of this month, and there's going to be a link on the website to go in and purchase that. So that's coming. And I want my own stable of online stations, and I'm trying to hit avenues that again radio's not, and hopefully I'll have a second one very soon.
Second radio?
Yes.
All right.
And quite possibly a third down the line. Yep.
All right.
All specifically online based, app based, website based. Yeah.
All right. So
that's my goal.
You're going to be covering a couple of different genres. It
Yes.
sounds like. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. All right, Chris Logan
going
Media
in, dude.
here.
I'm going in. You got. It's all or nothing. It's
all or nothing. All right, yeah, really. Yeah, don't pull a Tommy Lee and honk the horn, right?
No. Dude, I can't believe
I was
that.
listening this morning while I was getting a shower before I headed here, and I was like, Tommy Lee, what is he talking about Tommy Lee for? And then you mentioned third leg.
Did you Google it or you go?
I'm not Googling it. There's other stuff on TikTok that I was told not to Google, and I'm trying my best not to.
I mean, Tommy Lee he said, "Here I am." That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah, well, Tommy Lee is Tommy Lee.
And for the new people, that was their first time seeing it. For the old schoolers
That's
that may have seen the VHS tape back in the day, you already saw it. So
God.
he's just saying relevant. He's just
I guess every couple of decades, just whip out your Peter and I'm relevant.
I'm like, dude, come on,
Lord,
man.
Facebook, don't take this video down.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Well, thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate the time and being on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to have you, and I'm sorry that we had this little live hiccup, but
it happens, man. It happens.
It's gonna be all good once the audio version comes out, which people may be listening to right now. Once it does come out, because I haven't technically uploaded it yet. But if you're listening, chances are it's up. Yep. So, but yeah, Chris, thank you for coming on and allowing me to, I guess, ask you questions that I felt like maybe people were wondering about the planet, and I'm curious about it. And I downloaded the app this morning. I was like, I got to start listening because I think I need to kind of see what it's about. And it felt super natural. It felt like a radio station that I'm familiar with, and and I could hear your voice. It sounds super radio, and I'm like, okay, this is it.
Yeah, kind of cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate it
so
much.
Yeah, and again, guys, if you want to listen to The Planet, literally, I just told you the domain as I said that, listentotheplanet.com. So if you want to listen to theplanet.com, just go to listentotheplanet.com. All right, well, Chris, well, again, hope you have a great day, and I wish you all the luck and success on this venture, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys, well, that is it, and we'll see you on the next.